Lessons from failed influential campaigns in the realm of social change and activism. Campaigns that have failed often provide some of the most critical lessons for future efforts. These failures reveal not only what went wrong but also highlight potential pathways toward success when approached with insight and adaptability. The study of these missteps is essential because they offer real-world examples of challenges faced by activists, organizers, and advocates striving to create meaningful impact through their initiatives. By understanding why certain strategies did not work as intended, we can refine our approaches moving forward. Understanding the nature of failure in social movements are inherently complex systems influenced by numerous variables including political climates, public opinion, economic conditions, and cultural norms. A campaign's failure may stem from any number of these factors acting alone or together. Failing to recognize how deeply embedded societal structures influence movement outcomes can lead even well-intentioned efforts astray. For example, an initiative aiming at policy reform might overlook existing power dynamics that prevent such changes from occurring without significant grassroots mobilization first. Campaigns that fail frequently do so due to poor strategic alignment between objectives and available resources. If a group sets out to achieve broad systemic change but lacks both financial backing and community support, its chances of success diminish significantly. Misaligned goals. When campaign aims don't match what communities actually need or want, engagement suffers greatly. Lack of sustainable funding. Without consistent monetary support, long-term projects struggle to maintain momentum or scale effectively. Additionally, internal divisions within activist groups can undermine external effectiveness. Differing visions among members about where priorities lie can fragment messaging and dilute overall impact. Failure analysis shows that timing plays a crucial role too. Launching a campaign during periods of high political instability could make achieving tangible results nearly impossible regardless of other preparations made beforehand. Analyzing historical case studies. Historically, there have been several notable instances where influential campaigns fell short despite initial promise. One such case was the Equal Rights Amendment, ERA, in the United States, which never achieved ratification despite widespread early support. The ERA aimed to guarantee equal legal rights for all American citizens regardless of sex, yet opposition grew over time fueled by fears that it would erode traditional family values and roles assigned specifically to women. This campaign illustrates how shifting public sentiment combined with effective counter-mobilization can derail even seemingly inevitable legislative successes. Understanding these dynamics helps inform better strategy development today. Other historical failures include anti-apartheid movements outside South Africa that struggled against international indifference until sustained pressure forced global attention onto human rights abuses taking place there. These cases emphasize the importance of building coalitions across borders and cultures while maintaining clear communication channels that resonate globally rather than being confined locally. The role of media and public perception. Media coverage has played pivotal roles in determining whether campaigns gain traction or fade away quickly. Inadequate media presence often means lackluster visibility, leading to minimal participation levels. A survey conducted in 2019 found that 68% of participants believed inadequate media exposure limited their ability to engage meaningfully with various causes they cared about personally. Conversely, successful campaigns leverage media strategically, using platforms like television documentaries, radio interviews, print articles, and now digital outlets including social networks extensively to amplify messages widely. By employing diverse storytelling techniques tailored towards different demographics, campaigns increase chances that core issues will reach wider audiences who may otherwise remain unaware or disengaged initially. Evaluating strategic planning flaws. Many campaigns falter due to insufficient strategic planning processes before implementation begins. This includes everything from goal setting down to execution tactics used along the way. Without clearly defined milestones indicating progress metrics, measuring success becomes arbitrary, making adjustments difficult once problems arise mid-campaign. Strategic oversight extends beyond mere goal setting. It involves risk assessment regarding possible obstacles likely encountered ahead plus contingency plans designed around them preemptively. For instance, neglecting local context specifics when developing national-level policies leads inevitably to mismatched expectations, resulting eventually in disillusionment amongst those affected directly by proposed solutions. Moreover, failing to establish strong leadership frameworks weakens organizational resilience necessary, especially under increased scrutiny following setbacks experienced en route toward ultimate objectives set forth originally. Assessing resource allocation challenges. Resource allocation remains another frequent cause behind many unsuccessful campaigns. Limited access to funds hampers capacity-building activities integral for sustaining prolonged advocacy endeavors. When budgets aren't properly allocated according to priority areas identified through thorough needs assessments, inefficiencies crop up, causing wasted opportunities later when unexpected hurdles emerge unexpectedly. Venture capital typically favors startups promising quick returns, instead supporting grassroots organizations focused more broadly upon long-term transformational impacts rather than immediate profit margins. Thus, innovative financing models incorporating microdonations, crowdfunding platforms, corporate sponsorships, etc., become increasingly vital tools helping bridge resource gaps confronting contemporary activists regularly facing severe limitations. Equally important is ensuring equitable distribution of available resources among constituent groups representing varied interests, ensuring none feels sidelined nor ignored, thereby reducing potential fractures within larger collective entities formed around shared purposes. Examining cultural sensitivity issues. Cultural sensitivity represents yet another area where many impactful campaigns stumble badly. Misunderstandings rooted in ethnocentrism impede genuine connections, required forming robust alliances capable delivering lasting transformations. Ignoring regional differences concerning acceptable forms of protest expression increases likelihood confrontations escalating unnecessarily, thus jeopardizing safety concerns paramount whenever peaceful demonstrations occur publicly visible spaces. Effective cross-cultural dialogue requires deliberate effort spent learning histories, traditions, beliefs held dear by target populations prior initiating contact, let alone attempting influence operations targeting them directly. Successful integration relies heavily upon hiring consultants' native backgrounds possessing deep knowledge, intimate familiarity surrounding nuances governing interpersonal interactions deemed appropriate, respectful within given cultural contexts. Such measures enhance credibility, substantially increasing probability positive reception received, ultimately strengthening foundations laid, groundwork enabling subsequent phases. Expansion growth naturally follows thereafter. Reviewing technological integration shortcomings. Technological advancements present enormous potential enhancing efficiency. Reach capabilities possessed modern-day campaigners, however misuse outdated methods persists, commonly observed phenomenon worth addressing urgently. Reliance solely upon conventional mailings, flyers, handouts proves ineffective. Competing digital age-dominated environment saturated. Countless distractions vying constant attention spans scarce precious commodity nowadays. Adopting multi-channel approaches combining online outreach, traditional face-to-face engagements ensures broader accessibility, appealing diverse demographic segments previously unreachable due geographic constraints, logistical barriers preventing physical attendance, events, meetings, conferences, otherwise. Furthermore, utilizing data analytics tools enables precise identification patterns, behaviors, preferences, allowing targeted interventions crafted precisely matching individualized requirements, fulfilling unmet demands efficiently, accurately. Investments directed towards training staff mastering latest software applications, programming languages, databases facilitates seamless coordination, managing vast quantities information generated daily amidst fast-paced evolving landscape. Characterized perpetual innovation, continuous disruption, regular intervals. Addressing leadership and organizational structure weaknesses. Leadership structure weaknesses contribute considerably towards downfall. Numerous prominent campaigns launched recently past decades alike. Absence coherent vision direction leaves followers uncertain, confused regarding next steps taken after initial enthusiasm wanes, naturally occurs over time. Decentralized models lacking centralized command posts, prone fragmentation, duplication efforts, wasting energy, chasing same goals simultaneously, different directions, creating confusion amongst stakeholders involved, hoping align themselves common purpose. Establishing transparent governance mechanisms, promoting accountability, fairness, enhances trustworthiness, perception, outsiders watching closely, evaluating every action undertaken, diligently pursued, consistently maintained throughout duration campaign lifecycle. Regular audits, independent third parties verifying adherence, ethical standards, safeguard against corruption, malpractice, undermining integrity, mission statement, proclaimed outset, project inception phase. Strong mentorship programs pairing seasoned veterans, newcomers, accelerates skill transfer, knowledge sharing, accelerating maturation process, emerging leaders acquiring competencies rapidly needed, navigate complexities inherent, navigating turbulent waters, fraught uncertainty, volatility, typical environments encountered, pursuing ambitious agendas, challenging status quo. Conclusion: reflecting on these analyses reveals that failure in influential campaigns stems from multifaceted reasons spanning strategic missteps, resource shortages, cultural insensitivity, technological shortcomings, and structural flaws within leadership frameworks. Recognizing these pitfalls equips current and future activists with invaluable insights, guiding them toward crafting resilient, adaptive, and inclusive campaigns capable of driving meaningful social change effectively.